Oh, it's a leaf. Hi.
Hey, we're live.
What? Oh, there. Okay, it looked really dark for a second.
Hi.
Hi.
It's 4:30 somewhere.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. This plant is going to bug me with its leaves. I set up today, so everything's weird.
Yeah, it's a really rich color, though. I like it.
Yeah, it's pretty. It's not bad.
It's good. How's the
All right.
sound? Oh, sound seems to be good.
Good.
Yeah.
Yay, I did things right.
You did. Well done. Yeah,
All
that's really pretty color. Welcome to Bardic Tales. Welcome to Monday. Welcome to We're Back from Vacation.
Yay! We have something going on later tonight, which is why we're doing Bardic Tales now.
So if you are at work slacking, listening to Bardic Tales, good job sticking it to the man. I mean, get to work. That's what I meant to say. Also, we're happy we can be audio enjoyment for you.
Yes.
So,
all right. Well, what are you drinking?
I am drinking Singularity because it's hot and sunny out. And what do you drink when it's hot and sunny? Dark beer. That's right. So
Yes.
I'm having Singularity.
Also, Singularity is kind of smoky, right?
There you go. That's why. Singularity is a little bit on the smoky side, which is why I'm drinking that.
Yeah.
Also, which is kind of a shame, but that's all right.
Yeah. We got some rain yesterday. That was nice.
This is also an imminently drinkable batch, I feel like.
Yeah.
Singularity tends to be really strong and really rich and everything, and this is still very flavorful and very good, but it's just got that little bit of edge taken off of it that you could just go down and have a pint or two and not feel real bad about it.
The ABV is a little lower than normal, too.
A little lower than normal. I attribute that to the environment in which it was brewed.
Yes.
More on that later.
Yes. I am drinking Schilling's Passport, which is a pineapple passion fruit. I love Schilling's artwork. Them and Avid.
Yeah.
Well, Avid's old stuff. I don't know if they're making a transition or if they just have like different, not categories exactly, but different runs.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Maybe
But
they're trying to modernize or something dumb like that.
I don't know. But they've got some that remind me of tattoo artwork that I just think is gorgeous. But
Avid Classic. That's what I'm going to start calling it. Avid Classic.
Avid Classic.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, it's pretty, like all their stuff.
This is one I've had before, but it's been a really long time, so I don't know that I remember it.
Schilling does a good job all around.
They do.
And as I remember, they're really nice people, too.
Yeah, I've gotten to go into one of their tasting rooms, the one in Fremont, and they're always super nice.
Which, I mean, that doesn't really affect the flavor, but it just affects the enjoyment.
It kind of does. They they have a similar sweetness profile as I have. I will push the sweetness a little more than they do usually, but they usually don't go like super dry. They usually don't go super sweet. They kind of play in the middle.
So they kind of play like to what a fruit would naturally be sweetened as. Mm-hmm. Not like
sugar.
I don't know if
sugar.
Certain other places, yeah, that we won't name. How is it?
That one's really good. I forgot how good that is.
Well, that is good. They're one of the only ones that do a pineapple that I like as well as yours.
Thanks.
Everybody else's pineapple, I don't know if it's partially fermented, which is a legitimate way to do things, but it doesn't taste like pineapple at that point. But
it goes kind of funky, which if that's what you're going for, is really good.
Yeah, sure. But this one I really like.
Yeah, the passion fruit in it, I think, is what adds the like smooth mouthfeel.
Good. No, we can't use that one.
Yeah.
We'll get in trouble.
Yeah.
The lawyers just about broke in our door there.
Yeah.
See, this is the best part of waking up. No, can't use that either. That tastes like a mimosa to me. That's what it tastes like.
Yeah.
Okay. Sweet.
Yep. It's kind of like a mimosa.
Yep. Double urine. I can't use that either. Man, I don't know what I'm going to do right now.
Just stop.
Okay.
All right. So, hi, Kaylee.
Yay.
All right. So, how was vacation?
Vacation was amazing. Thank you to all the people who asked, who cared enough about us to actually inquire. You were all such wonderful people. Yes. Vacation was fantastic. The weather was beautiful. It was a little chilly in the evenings, but it was gorgeous during the day. The ocean was magical.
Yeah,
to see
the ocean
mists,
always It's always so good.
To see the mists rolling in and blowing over Haystack Rock, which you drew a beautiful picture of.
Yeah. Oh,
and
thanks.
just your feet in the bare sand and just doing nothing, whatever you want to do.
Watching the kids make butt prints in the sand, because that's
in
their
the sand.
favorite thing to do.
It is. Gosh. Walking along, saw starfish.
Yeah.
That was cool.
Yeah.
Had plenty of ice cream and so many campfires. It was just
we did
good time.
Hot dogs and s'mores on the beach a couple of nights. It was really nice.
Finally figured out how to stay warm in our tent.
Yeah.
So that was nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just a great vacation. Could have gone for a couple more days, but schedules are what they are. And
it
was a good time.
Yep. So,
what did we come home to?
A lot of things.
Well, a lot of things, but what was I super duper excited to come home to? And we checked it out in the dark by the light of our flashlights.
Oh, yes. The pad for our new building got poured while we were on vacation. So that's the cement. It's not a foundation exactly.
No, it's not a foundation. It's just the floor.
Yeah. And they did an immaculate job on it. The back part where the walk-in and the bathroom's going to be is perfectly flat, and then from there forward there's a 1-inch grade, so everything that spills onto the floor, because that happens all the time, is going to want to run towards the built-in floor drain instead of walls. So, which
I checked, I looked really closely at it. Even around the edges where the floor drain doesn't go all the way to the walls, everything slopes in.
Oh, nice.
All points on that floor lead towards. I could not be more pleased. He's going to show me how to do the siding too, hopefully soon. So we'll get that up. We'll get some electrical done. We'll get a little bit of plumbing done and insulation. That sucker will be usable. That base will be fully operational. I forget who I was talking to. I think I was talking to Reese, and I forget what we were talking about. Oh, we were talking about their tap room, but I made the analogy that even the second Death Star was fully operational before it was complete.
Yeah, but he also pointed out that that's how the Rebels got in and destroyed it.
Which I disagree with, but I mean, I doubt the Empire was going to patch up that massive hole that led straight to the core. Seems like that's the first thing you'd do.
I mean,
they don't exactly have a great track record of sealing up gaping holes in their security.
I would think so, but...
Well, there are no Rebels trying to blow up Natural 20, so... Or
Bardic.
Or Bardic, yeah.
Yes. So that's our building update.
Yep. I give it 2 weeks. There's siding on there, and at least the beginnings of electrical.
Be awesome if it was faster than that.
It would be, but we need beer too.
I know. Speaking of... What's on the docket to be brewed?
Coming up to be brewed is Old Books. So that is the next one on the plan. Also some more Kane Madness. That was fantastically more well-received than I even imagined. I was very proud of it, but it was new. Mm-hmm. And so I didn't know how people were going to take it. But it was well-received, so I'll be brewing more Kane Madness.
We've got a live audience.
Yay! Occasionally there will be a laugh track.
Yes.
Also coming up is some Poirot, some Relics. A little bit later on we'll do... some more What the Dickens, and kind of the classics.
Go on, go play, okay?
Can I get my maybe?
Go play. Go play.
Okay.
That's it. But then once everything is up and operational, I'm going to fill those fermenters with everything I can think of, and I'm going to keep them that way. So there will always be at least 6 things fermenting at any given time.
We're going to have stacks upon stacks of kegs.
Oh.
And the ability to store them.
Yes, and the ability to store them, and the ability to carbonate them properly.
Yep.
It's going to be magnificent.
Yep.
And we're going to have to get you some more storage space for cider, because you'll be pumping that stuff out like mad, too. It's going to be glorious. The future of Bardic is exciting.
Yes.
This is going to be fun.
Thank you, sorry.
See what can happen in 2 years? Just imagine in 2 years building your own production building.
They've got a production building.
No, I mean like...
Building.
Building.
Yes.
Like, who needs this half of our backyard building?
So, I pressed apples.
Did you see Gaines?
Hush. I say that like it's like me that does it. But, like, Mark can go out and brew his beer completely solo. Like, start to finish. He can do it all by himself. technically I am capable of pressing apples all by myself, but it would take days.
It would take a fair bit of time, wouldn't it?
Yeah. So yesterday it was me and Mark, my dad, and then a friend of ours from the tap room named David, and we knocked that out.
Like 3 hours?
I think we did the pressing itself in 2.
That's phenomenal.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're every one of them good workers, which makes sense. They're both in construction.
I mean, yeah.
Of course, they're going to work like machines, and they did
and
without
they
disappointment.
did. Yeah.
And to David's credit, a day after he bought himself a PS5.
Yeah.
He was here pressing apples with us for hours a day after he bought himself a PS5.
Yeah.
That's a stand-up guy right there.
Yeah.
He had no need to do that, and yet he did.
Yeah.
So, good man.
So what's exciting about this pressing in particular, I feel really off. Like my brain is just like not.
Are you still on vacation?
I'm still on vacation. Anyway.
Want to get ice cream?
Yes. So what was exciting about the pressing yesterday is that we got new apples, like a new variety, which we weren't expecting. We went down, we had ordered piñatas, and so we got to Wenatchee, which, fun fact, when you drive from the other side of another state home, and then the next day get back into the car and drive halfway across your own state and back, it's a lot, especially when it's 105, 106 degrees and there's no AC.
I saw
113 on one of the signs we went past.
That was an experience.
It was an experience.
One which I am not eager to repeat.
Correct.
Wonder how much extra money Bardic has to fix that truck's AC.
At any rate, we got there, and it turns out that when we ordered the piñatas, they looked at the wrong warehouse, and so the one that we were at did not have the piñatas. So we got rave apples.
Doof, 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 doof.
We're considering giving out glow sticks.
That might promote the wrong culture, but it would be awfully hilarious since either one of us is way too lame to ever go to a rave.
Right.
Here you are, young person. Yo.
Doof, doof.
Doof, doof.
Doof, doof. But these are described as a cross between a Honeycrisp apple and a Granny Smith apple, and they really came across that way.
They don't disappoint. They've got a beautiful tartness about them. They have a wonderful flavor about them. Little less in the sweetness department, but just phenomenal. I really like these.
I think they're going to be great. My plan, and I'll have to kind of see once fermentation happens, but
yes,
dollar store glow. Yes,
glow sticks.
Yeah. Well, okay. See, I'm thinking about putting together a new cider flavor and naming it Maurice, because Maurice is Belle's father in Beauty and the Beast, and when he comes back into town after being released by the Beast, he goes in and he does his whole spiel in the tavern, and they kick him out, and then Gaston makes the comment to LeFou that Maurice was in here raving like a lunatic, and there's a meme out there where it's got the image of Maurice in the tavern, and he's like yelling because he's trying to get everybody to come rescue Belle. But they then photoshopped lasers and glow sticks in his hands.
Maurice is raving like a lunatic.
Yes. And so I was thinking it would be really funny then when I release that for like the first day, handing out glow sticks to anybody who gets that one.
Gosh.
Just why not?
Why not, indeed.
So yeah, that's the juice that I pressed yesterday is most likely going to become mana potion and health potion. Not 100% sure on the mana potion yet, because when I made it last time, I made it with Cosmic Crisps, which the juice comes out very clear because I knew I could get the blue. So I'm going to see what the butterfly pea flower does with these apples, because if it comes out like a muddy gray, that's not appetizing.
No, that's like not mana potion.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That's
These
something you want to
apples?
try to add blue to?
Maybe
I mean,
not. We'll see.
It's an overpowering color. It's hard to say.
These apples had so much extra sediment, though. Like normally when I press, there's like little chunks of apple and stuff left in the cloths because it's a polyester burlap. So the weave is pretty thick. This was leaving like not like a paste exactly.
It was almost like the goop that settles to the bottom of the fermenter after fermentation.
Yeah, but most people don't know what that looks like.
Toothpaste. Looks like watery toothpaste.
It kind of did look like watery toothpaste, but like
brown watery toothpaste. So we're just getting all kinds of appetizing here. Get yourself some rave apples. They're delicious.
Hi, child.
I am getting a snack for Wendy.
Okay. Go.
Big brother to the rescue.
Yes.
Peter, I need food. Will you go hunt it down for me? I hunted you this wild toast.
Well, I'm pretty sure when she was asking earlier, she could get the thing. That's probably what she was talking about, but I thought she was talking about something out of here.
Yes.
So, anyways.
Hey, hello, Dylan.
Hi.
We are having a good day.
Yes,
Thank you.
We are.
It's a nice day off.
Yes. But anyway, so that's what I've been pressing, and that's kind of the plan that I have. We'll see how it actually turns out. I need to get yeast in it, though.
Yeah, that's tonight.
Yep, I know.
You're right on schedule.
I know.
Which we've been very good at lately.
Yeah, after a long history of not.
Yeah, but now you're good at it. So
I'm really good at like pressing apples and then forgetting I ever did it. So
once
I can
maybe
tell
roll
that.
it the other way.
Children are just like,
I know, right? Oh, Mom and Dad are recording. I know, and you'll live.
all right.
Anyway, I think once we have the new building, we'll be able to actually write up procedures
A lot.
and have them not so much for our sake, but totally for our sake.
I think it's going to be more the fact that we'll have everything together in one place. It'll be easy to just walk out there and be like, okay, this is what is happening. This is where the thing is.
One space for our mind space.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
It'll be good. It'll be good.
Very pressing.
Wow. Okay.
Nice. Let's see. We have a special of the week that we need to decide on.
Yes, I thought that was decided a week in advance.
Yeah, but we didn't do Bardic Tales last week.
Oh, so we didn't.
We were sitting on a beach.
Sandwiches.
Funny you should mention that. So my mom suggested,
especially if we got the panini maker back in there.
Well, my mom
corned
suggested.
Beef and, sorry, what'd your mom suggest? She has good ideas.
Would you like to hear it?
I would very much like to hear it, please. I'm done.
My mom suggested doing caprese sandwiches, so that'd be super easy. And I'm
barely
thinking,
an inconvenience.
I'm thinking not like a panini, just have it cold and fresh.
That would be interesting.
So do the tomato and then slices of mozzarella and basil.
Or maybe some basil pesto because it'll keep longer.
Yeah.
And that gets the olive oil worked in there too with just a touch of garlic because garlic.
Yes.
Oh, we'd have to be very careful about that and announce it to people, but
yes.
Yeah.
But I mean, putting it out there to internet land. Does that sound like a good one for this week?
Yep. Caprese sandwiches.
And then we also need to figure out what next week's gonna be, which I have not thought of at all.
I got nothing.
Wait, can I see your phone?
We can solve it in the next day or so.
I know, but it's nice to get some input.
There it is.
Oh.
So much yes.
Okay.
If it had been only a little bit of yes, I would have been dubious. But where it's so much yes,
I think that's what we do.
Let's see. Temperatures look like all over the map.
Well, we're in the high 90s, low 90s. Oh, and we get down into the 70s.
Back up to the 90s.
So next week we'll probably want to go with something a little cooler too.
I don't know.
If I think of anything, I'll mention it.
Okay.
I'll just completely interrupt and derail any conversation
Blurt it out.
we're having. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sounds like a good plan.
If we could, I would totally say sushi.
Wouldn't that be awesome?
Wouldn't that be fun?
We have sufficient licensing to do so.
I
We
know,
do
but
not
we
have
cannot.
sufficient training or resource
Yes.
supply to do so.
Okay, so we'll do caprese sandwiches this week.
Yeah.
And we'll get like a light, fluffy bread.
What if someday, since we're a business now and we have business clout, what if someday we partnered with that family that runs the sushi shop out of Fred Meyer for an event?
That would be
Do you guys want to come in for an
fun.
evening event, make good sushi for everybody because we're clearly not capable of doing so,
Yeah,
and we pair it up with like the finest ciders that would match with such things?
that would be a lot of fun. And beer.
Yeah, but I feel like ciders would pair better.
Man, it depends.
Mm,
We
that's
should
true.
have them in and help us pair.
That would be equally as fun. I would like to get to know them. They're always so kind every time I go there.
Fruit sushi.
We could. That's true. Let's explore things.
Okay.
Let's see what we can do.
Yeah.
But
We have
I
that.
think that's more event-ish. I don't think that's... Sushi, anything needs to be kind of fresh.
Yeah.
You need to make it that day. And I feel like
True.
that's kind of a big reach for us right now. I feel like we could do it. Just not yet.
You're probably right.
But we'll get there.
Okay.
We need
Any
to get...
other suggestions for next week's special of the week, though? Just type them in the comments.
That is a good idea, though,
Yes.
Kaylee. Thank you. We've got some technical hurdles we have to hurdle.
Are we having technical
We're
issues?
having such technical issues. I'm having issues.
Okay. So, not this week. This week is sign up for Tabletop Game Night.
Yes.
The following week is Tabletop Game Night. Have you considered what game you want to do for Tabletop Game Night?
No.
Also, big thank you to Brandy and Andrea for running Tabletop Game Night.
Perhaps Jungle Cruise.
For running Tabletop Game Night for us this last week.
Yes, very big thank you. That was really fun to have those guys on board. I heard
Yep.
that even children were having a blast.
Yep.
So that was awesome.
So yes, Jungle Cruise. That you could do Jungle Cruise. I could do Legends of the Hidden Temple.
Oh my god. That would be so cool.
Okay, so
We
if
could call
you're
it Cursed Jungle Night.
Jungle Night, nice. So
I think-
white wine. No, you're definitely right. White wine does go really well with sushi. We don't sell white wine, so our cider would be the closest. That's
Yeah.
really what it comes down to. But I mean, it
if
would
you had a
depend.
really dry cider, that would be a
Mm-hmm.
paraphernalia. Oh, or again, I keep coming back to this because I'm fangirling huge. If we could get some of Natural 20's barrel aged, whatever that thing is, that would pair with anything under the sun, but especially well with sushi. It's
Yeah,
like
I
a dry
haven't.
white
I
wine.
haven't tried
You
it
gotta. You gotta. It's amazing. Just go in there and tell them I want the thing that Mark rants about that he offers to pay for on D&D nights multiple times that tastes like wine.
yet.
They'll
Okay.
know exactly what you're talking about. That stuff is, in my opinion, it is the finest beer Reese has ever created. Technically, flavor-wise, in every way, in my opinion, it is the finest beer he has ever crafted. I think it's amazing.
You've told him all this.
I have told him every single bit of it. He blushed a little. I almost think it's better than most things I've made. It's phenomenal. So
Ooh, chicken Caesar salad. That sounds good.
a chicken Caesar salad could work.
That would actually be pretty easy.
That would, yeah, that
Yeah,
that could be really nice. We get that chicken grilled up nicely, chilled properly.
Yeah.
I think that could be really, really good. If we really wanted to go out on the fancy farm, we could make our own Caesar dressing too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Things to think about.
It's a good option. Tabletop game night.
Yes.
Yes. So if you're in your at least 30s, probably like mid to late 30s, early 40s, then you're around for Nickelodeon's game, Legends of the Hidden Temple. And it was like the best game ever because it combined.
Game show.
Oh, yeah, game show. Because it combined history, mythology, and game show.
And physical adventures.
Yes.
Like Double Dare.
Yes. And so there were 6 teams, 2 kids to a team, and they had to do all of these different obstacles and answer questions. And so then they turned that into a board game. So it's not nearly as cool, but it's a lot of fun. But we've never had enough people to play like a full proper game. So we've made a bunch of house rules to accommodate the fact that there's 2 to 4 of us playing, and it works. But that would be a lot of fun to actually have.
That would be a blast.
Yeah,
They did make a movie out of it too. It was a typical Nickelodeon movie.
Really?
But it was really well done. It was nice. It was very enjoyable. I thought you'd seen it.
No.
Oh yeah.
Was it like on Snick or something?
I don't know. It was cool though.
At any rate.
Well, I'll find it for you somewhere.
Okay, yeah.
Probably on Disney or Hulu or one of those. Who knows?
Probably. No, it wouldn't be on Disney.
I don't know. Disney owns everybody these days. I just
not
assume they own Nickelodeon.
So.
Give it a time. or a superhero. They'll own them. How much for Spider-Man? Not for sale. How much for the company? What?
Essentially what happened. Yeah, so those are some things we might be doing for tabletop game night. We'll announce on Wednesday with the setup and everything, or sign up.
I'm really thinking I'm going to do Jungle Cruise.
Yeah,
it's great. Passengers fall out of the boat. Oops. Let's just put some cargo in instead.
Yeah, yeah, kind of how it goes.
Yep.
Ooh, Paramount app.
Ah,
okay, cool.
Good to know. So let's see. We've done
what we're drinking,
how the building's going, special of the week, how vacation was,
tabletop game night.
We've plugged a few places inadvertently.
We've got Boga coming up on the 14th, so that's not this Saturday, but I believe the next Saturday. We've still got 4 tickets left, I think. Excuse me. A lot of fun. Hour of yoga followed by drink of your choice. So a standard pour of any beer or cider, or a flight of 4. So a lot of fun.
This is the only time that we say it's got to be a flight of 4 or less. Normally it's a flight of whatever you want, but for the ticket price, flight of 4.
Yep. If you want to add more, we'll just start charging you after that.
Yeah, no troubles. This next upcoming weekend, we are going to be at Among the Pines.
So this Sunday.
Which is going to be a blast. I get the tickets aren't available, so if you got them, fantastic. If not, coming up the end of September, and as I understand, tickets are available now.
Oh, are they?
Yep, end of September.
We'll try to get a link in the comments.
Yeah, I'll do our best there. September 24th and 25th is the Inland Northwest Craft Brewers Festival at Avista Stadium.
Wobble!
Yeah, hosted by Wobble. So,
which is my favorite.
That is really cool. The Washington Association of Brewers, la-di-da, or whatever the L stands for, I don't know. So that is coming up end of September. If that is something you feel comfortable going to and have a desire to go to, tickets will be on sale for that. Give us a hot second. We'll be able to have our own tickets for sale in the tap room. It's going to take us a little bit to get there, but we'll be a place you can get them too.
Yep.
So
I'm just trying to be as quiet as possible.
the whole internet is looking at you right now. Every single one of them.
No.
Stampy is watching you right now.
No,
He is. He just texted me right now. He said,
really? Then show me.
He said, "Hello, Peter's microwaving some French fries."
Then show me.
He just deleted it. I don't know what to tell you. He's a hacker too, apparently. So.
Wow. Okay. Random recommendation of the week.
Cannon Beach. Cannon Beach is my random recommendation of the week, and here is why.
It's awesome.
It is just enough of a town to have everything you could ever want or need, but not so big of a town that you feel like you've just gone to some other city. There is really nice places to stay. If you want all the creature comforts, they have resorts. They have not Airbnbs, but similar to Airbnbs.
I think they do have some Airbnbs.
They do have some, but they have other like lodge type places that do their own gig.
Like Vacasa.
And all those great jazzes.
Rented from them.
Or if you really want to, they have one campsite, which is a really nice campsite, right, for camping.
Get your tickets early.
Months in advance,
I would say at least 6 months.
But I love Cannon Beach. It is calm. It is enjoyable. There's enough tourists to let you know these people are here to have fun and not so many as to think, wow, I'm in Disneyland on Christmas. It's just nice. So that is my random recommendation of the week.
Nice. You took mine.
Love you.
I love you. Okay, so another random recommendation of the week is the Twisted Disney Tales.
Yes.
So,
tell everybody about that.
Yeah, so I've been reading Straight On Till Morning, which is a novel. It's a twisted story of Peter Pan, except it's not from Peter Pan's point of view. It's from Wendy's, except Peter never came to get his shadow, so he never took her and her brothers to Neverland. And she hung on to his shadow for 4 years, so she's now 16 and on the edge of becoming a woman. So she's supposed to be like trying to find a husband, and she has no interest. She wants to be a writer. And so, but like her stories aren't appropriate, for a woman.
Very
Anyways,
Alice in Wonderland-ish.
Yeah.
I want to do my own thing. No, you must be proper. Bye.
Yeah. So anyway, she uses Peter's shadow as basically a bargaining chip to get onto the Jolly Roger to get her to Neverland. And then it's the fallout of that decision. And it's so good. So, but there's a whole bunch of these books. There's the... So this one is what if Wendy had gone to Neverland with Hook instead of Peter. There's the Beauty and the Beast one, which is what if Belle's mother had cursed the Beast. There's Frozen, and that one is what if Elsa and Anna had never met. And there's just multiples, and they're all written by the same woman, and her writing is fantastic. So,
what if Alice had never cared about being late? That is a very short story, about 4 pages long.
No, it's what if she didn't arrive and Wonderland needed her.
Oh, again, sounds like a really short story. Once upon a time, Alice saw a white rabbit. She shrugged it off and said, "Man, there's lots of vermin in this countryside," and went back to her job.
No, I don't think that's how it goes.
I mean, that's kind of how it could go.
Shh.
So, how many stories could be reduced to 2 pages if you just changed something small?
I really hope she does one of Moana. That could be really, really interesting, depending on like what twist she did.
What if Watto had taken Imperial credits? That would have been the end of the entire franchise. Like, we need a new hyperdrive. Yeah, sounds reasonable. Here you go. Anakin stays a slave on Tatooine. No empire, no nothing.
You're not wrong.
If he had just taken Imperial credits, that would have been the end of it. If it weren't for a rat, half the universe never would have come back in Avengers. Did you know?
A rat?
A rat stepped on the controls that brought back Ant-Man, that gave them time travel, that gave them the stones, that brought everybody back. A rat saved half the universe. Typical Disney.
I think those kinds of things actually happen a lot.
Probably
in the
so.
World. Wow.
Anyway.
I think that's about it.
I think so. It's been cool.
Yeah?
I could rant about Disney stuff. I've seen so much Loki stuff. It's amazing.
Mark! Okay, here's my other random recommendation of the week. Mark.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh.
Not really, but you're mine.
That's true. That's fair. I'm not available.
Okay. This has some Loki spoilers. So if you want none, this isn't like a big one, but if you want none, just plug your ears right now.
Go la la la.
Yes.
Loki.
Mark got me socks that have Alla Loki on them, and it says glorious purpose with the alligator Loki with his arm, and it just made me so happy. So those exist. Go buy them.
Yes, whether or not you've seen this series, go buy the alligator Loki glorious purpose socks.
He just looks so happy. Anyways.
Man.
I think that's about it.
I think so.
All right.
Fun fact.
Yes.
The guy that played classic Loki,
Mm-hmm.
Richard somebody, his name escapes me now. Tom Hiddleston was who actually helped create the show.
He was the executive producer.
Yeah, he was dead set. This guy's going to play classic Loki, or we're not doing the series. All the classic art had his face, or all the concept art had his face work on it. He was just like, this guy's playing classic Loki. And in an interview with him, he was nerding out so hard. He was praising his work and praising how perfect he was for the role. And just,
well, I mean, he did fantastic.
Oh, he did fantastic. But for whatever reason, Tom Hiddleston had in his mind, this guy is classic Loki, and it's him, or there's no show.
I don't know anything
apparently
about him.
I think he's a famous actor.
Oh, I know
he's a famous actor.
Like, what's he been in?
I mean, talk for a second, and I'll have answers.
Talk for a second.
Maybe talk for an appropriate amount of time while I look up the answer to your questions.
Talk for an appropriate amount of time while you look up answers for my questions.
Keep going.
Not Spirited Away. That's the next one I want to watch. Howl's Moving Castle. Gotta watch that. It was so good. The artwork in it is as amazing as I had been led to believe. The music was fun and beautiful. Billy Crystal was perfect as Calcifer. He's kind of my favorite now.
So this guy, Richard E. Grant, he's some nobody. He's only been an actor in like 139 films. He was General Pride in Rise of Skywalker. He was, he's been in The Nutcracker. He's been in Logan. This guy, Game of Thrones. He was Jekyll and Hyde, Downton Abbey. So he's been in a couple things.
Yeah, Doctor Who.
The Great Intelligence. Oh my gosh, this guy's incredible. He's been in a
few things.
Couple of things.
Nice.
Yeah. Wow. So that's phenomenal. And yes, he played classic Loki.
Yeah. Okay.
Love that series. Anyway, we are digressing.
Yes.
Digress. I was giving you a chance to say it that time.
You do it so much better.
I do. It's okay.
All right. We will see you guys this week. And if not, we will see you guys in the future.
Yep. Have a wonderful evening. Bye.